This is Justin Flugum from Additive Guru, and today we'll be replacing a PTFE tube on the Ender 3. It has a problem over time that they get clogged and they end up having issues at the very end of the hot end where the nozzle meets. It'll end up getting built up material, and then you have it under extruding and not creating a perfect print. Thus, we're going to replace this by first taking off all of this wire ties, zip ties, so we can get to the pipe. Then we'll pull off the coupler, which takes it away from there. And then we'll undo this top nut on top. Hopefully you can see this. And this one wasn't even pushed down all the way, which I'm sure caused problems. So this one is not actually worn. This one was not pushed down completely, so that's what was actually wrong with this one. Normally the ends will be clogged and they'll be black, but as we see with this one, it is not black. We will install it correctly by flattening off the tip, pushing it in, and seating it all the way down in, which is the way it wasn't before. And then once we've got it pushed in, we'll take the nut and we'll screw it down about halfway. That's what it will look like when it has material down in it. So this might actually have to be taken apart. We're going to try to get all this leftover material that's in there out through the other end. And as you can see, it's a different color. Thus it's in the hot end where it shouldn't be. Working on a little problem that was created from a tube not being directly seated to the nozzle. This tube came up short and it was not actually touching the nozzle. Therefore it's got filament clogged up inside here, so we have to remove the nozzle. And I'm using a 6mm nozzle socket to get the nozzle out. And once I've got the nozzle out, I'm going to take a screwdriver and try to push all the gunk that may be accumulated on the inside walls of the hot end out the bottom. And after that, we'll put it right back where it was, making sure that it's hot while I do this, because you have to have it hot while you take it in and while you put it out at about 210 degrees. Then once you get it just tight enough that it's fairly tight with a screwdriver, but you're not going to over tighten it, because if you over tighten it, you'll strip your threads. Then we'll move it back down. We'll take our PTFE tube that has our current filament stuck in it. We'll set it in there, get it partway screwed down. Of course, we're not going out fully extended just yet. We'll get it in about 1/2 to 3/4 of the way threaded. Then we'll push it all the way in as tight as we can get it. all the way down and hopefully seat it on the nozzle. Then we'll fully tighten it up with the wrench. This will properly seat it by pushing down on the nozzle. Get it good and tight. Take your coupler, put it back together, zip tight, and you're done.